welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my December budget. I can't believe that this is the last month in this planner, even though there's so many notes pages left. So I know that you can rip these out. So if anyone would like spare note pages, I have quite a few, so quite a good handful, as you can see there. Just let me know in the comments down below or send me a message on Instagram and I'll send those out to you. Just thought that I would share that because I'm not going to use them, but I can't believe it's December already. Festive spirit and all that. I have set up my Christmas budget. If you haven't seen that video already, I'll leave a little link to it up above. But yeah, let's get started on our Christmas budget. So of course, all of my stickers are from Bella Planella. So we have the thin washi, our thick, pattern thin. So we don't need our debt tracker today or our sinking funds. Need a weekly check-in page. We've got lots of washi to choose from. And then we have our budget. So let's start with our budget. And I think I want to use this beautiful kind of tartan washi. So let's zoom you in further. Perfect. So let's put the washi down first. I'm not sure if that's too much. Yeah, we'll put the washi down first. So let me know down in the comments if you have done your Xmas budget yet. I love hearing how you're getting on with budgeting. I've had people say that they've tried budgeting after watching my videos, which I love. So yeah, I love to answer your questions. I just got into budgeting when I started my YouTube, which was May of this year. Seems so long ago, even though it wasn't. But yeah, I just got into budgeting then. I've always been kind of good with my money, but when I moved out, I started to really care for it and work out how much we were spending and everything like that. So let's put our script down first. I did rip it a bit, but won't really be able to see it. Perfect. It's really going to annoy me. Oh, I love the way that looks. It looks so cozy. That's what it reminds me of, like a blanket, that washi. So we'll put our income down first. And I've had a few people kind of mention here, I think it was mostly on TikTok, of how I get paid more than Thomas, but we don't really see it as a good and a bad way, a good and a bad thing. We see it as this is our money to spend. Even though I break it up here, we don't kind of separate our money in that way. It's not really like, oh, you make more, so you get to make the decisions. It's our money, and what we do with it is kind of up to us. I don't think that it really matters who makes more or how much you make. If you're smart with your money, then anyone can budget. And I firmly believe that. If you make £1,000 a month, if you make 3,000, it's how you manage your money that counts. Because you could make a lot of money, but you could also spend a lot and not be wary with your money, and then it just goes away from you. So yeah, definitely you have to be careful with your money, track it, and that's how you are able to save and how you're able to get the things that you want. Especially having not budgeted and budgeted while having a house, it's so much easier and we're not left at the end of the month with hardly any money. So speaking of income, for Thomas, he has 4 pays and he gets paid weekly, so that will make 1,120. He may do overtime, so I'll put that in the actual at the end of the month. For me, I got paid 1,890. I think that's going to be my total since I started my new job. So if we look back to November, I wasn't sure and I got 190. October, I think I got more because I was owed money because I worked. Yeah, I worked like 3 weeks prior to the first paycheck and that didn't go in, so that's why I got so much more. But this is our income, so altogether that totals £3,010. which is a good sum for us to have. Next, let's put down our variable and fixed expenses headers. Oh, in fact, let's do washi first. So, I think I want to do this green one with the stars. I think that's super pretty. And I like to just kind of centre it on this line instead of putting it in an actual line box. That just works for me and how many variable and fixed expenses I have. And then I use the line below it to put my next washi down. So I think definitely with stickers and how you like it, it's just kind of trial and error. I remember doing my first kind of budget spread and thinking I loved it, and then when I look back I'm like, oh, it wasn't the best. Like, I can see, not the kit, but where I went wrong and where things were wonky and how I'd like to have done this better. It just, yeah, just kind of goes. I can actually show you, I don't know if I can actually show you my first ever budget spread. See, it's here. So I wrote in blue pen, which I don't really like. I tried to make my handwriting as neat as possible, but it didn't really work. And then I switched pens halfway through, which, oh, just really annoyed me. But as you can see, this is when I only budgeted for myself. That's why it's so little of an amount. But I love the way I do things now. It's all capitals, it's black pen. I think it's so much nicer. So let's put down our variable expense. I'm going to put down the totals first. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 variable expenses. Perfect, and then we'll draw our lines in. That kind of helps me to know when to stop writing. So we'll have our budget, our actual, and then our plus and minus. So our categories are always the same. So we have petrol.
May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you. Hey.
Perfect, so that's all of our categories there. So for petrol, I'm going to zoom you in just so you can see. Petrol, we are budgeting £90. Food, as always, is £280. Not sure if we'll spend that because of the Christmas period, but it may also go towards alcohol. We buy them at the supermarket for presents. Sinking funds is £600. This will go down next month because we will start paying our car payment. We bought our car in September. We got so many months of no payments. That was kind of a gift. So January we start paying it. And then January is also the month we move into our new home. So February's budget will be completely different. So I'll be learning as well as showing and experiencing it with you. I thought it'd be good for me to film it and just show that yes, things do happen and budgets change, but it's how to get your head around your finances and trying to make it work for you. So I'll definitely have to do that in February. Thomas gets 200. We each get 200, but I get an extra 100 for stickers because on my YouTube we decided that as a couple. Household, I'm only going to budget £80. I budgeted 100 last month, but that was for Christmas decorations. Birthdays, I'm going to budget 50. Eating out, I'm going to bump up from 130 to 150. And then unbudgeted is 0. So altogether, the total comes to 1,750. But of course that is with £600 worth of savings, so it's just over £1,000 for our variable expenses, or cash envelopes if you call it that. Next, let's move over to our fixed expenses. So these are things that don't really change from month to month, and let's see how many I have. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. So I have to put it here. Just try and estimate where it should go. Yeah, pretty good. And then we'll draw our line. Perfect. So our first fixed expense is rent. I'm actually just going to speed this up. I'll write them all down and then I'll come back to tell you the amounts of them because there's so many of them.
We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you.
Perfect, so that's them all written down. I've went a bit rainbow shape with my writing, but oh well, that's fine. So as for rent, that is £5.50. We have council tax, which is £200. So some of these amounts I round up, I never round down, just because it makes it easier to calculate. I don't mind if it's off by a couple of pence, but if it's like 50 pence, then I'll write 50, but otherwise I just round it up. Next, we have phone bills, which is 130. Twinkle is 10. So is Epidemic Sound. Car insurance is £54.50. Internet is £44. Our gas and electric are both £53. We do stay in a 4-bedroom house, so that's why it's so much. Hopefully when we move to our new house that will come down. Home insurance is £13. We only pay for contents insurance just now because we are renting. TV licence is £13.50. Sports for Thomas is £12. Spotify is £13. And the sofa is £53.50. So hard to write with that coil. So altogether our fixed expenses come to £1,209.50. So the last thing to do is to put our savings down the bottom. So we have our potential savings and an actual. I like to use this as kind of buffer money. So I obviously already put savings in. I wonder why that's higher up than that. Oh, because I put miscellaneous in. That's fine. So let's pop this down. So we have our potential and actual. As I said, yeah, I like to use it as buffer money. I already put money into savings, but this just lets me know either a rollover or money that, just in case we go over in some categories, that's there. So our potential savings, so when we take our income, minus our variable expenses and then minus our fixed, we have a potential savings of £50.50, which is a good buffer to have. Perfect, and then I am just going to close off this page with a little bit of plain washi. So just a little strip to close off the page. I always seem to get the washi all tangled up in itself. Not sure if I'm the only one, but definitely happens to me. Perfect, so zoom you right out. So this is the way our budget looks. I love it. I think it's so pretty. In love with it. So I'm quickly just going to set up our weekly check-in. So let's check. Okay, so I think I'm going to do it to the Sunday. So there's only 4 Sundays. So week 1, 2, 4. And I can maybe just extend week 4 to cover these days, or do 5 weeks. Yeah, let's just do 5 weeks. Do 5, because I usually have a lot of expenses anyway. So weekly check-in, what did I do last month? So I had my budget, I had my weekly check-in, and then I had it over on the other page. I would like my weekly check-in to match if I could, so let's take this one. Yeah, like the way this looks. So let's zoom you in again, and we'll just quickly set up our weekly check-in page.
Riding through the winter night, thinking of my only wish. I don't need a perfect snowman, and I don't need the bells and boughs, but I'll be home for you. I'll be home for you. And I'll be home for you. I'll be home for
Perfect, so there's my weekly check-in page all set up. I'll set up week 4 and 5 when we get to it, but we'll just start with this page. So the only thing left to do is put in our lines. So if you did not know, weekly check-in is where you track all of the things that you've bought throughout the weeks. So it's really useful because you can see kind of what categories you're spending a lot in. So I separate mine into my kind of cash envelope, my variable expense categories. So I have 7. So those are petrol, food, Thomas, Caitlin, household, eating out, and unbudgeted. So there we go, there's our weekly check-in all set up, and then I'll also show you our December budget. So I love the way this looks. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below, of course, how your budget is looking, if you've set it up yet, or are you going to try and start budgeting in the new year? And as always, if you have not subscribed already, please do. I would love to have you here. My next goal is to have 450 subscribers. I think we're about 16 away. So definitely hit that subscribe button because it would really help me out. But that's everything for this video, guys. I'll see you on my next one. Have a magical day. Bye.